Hey there, welcome to my Runescape Dragonwilds guide on how to get into the Bloodblight Swamp without dying from the poison damage. Now currently I found that poison resistance food doesn't really seem to work very well, so the kebabs doesn't really help at all. What you're going to need is at least a weak anti-poison potion. They do last quite a while. If you don't know how to make one of those, I'll show you. What you'll need is a brewing cauldron, and you'll need to use bittercat mushrooms, haralander, and a clay vessel. Then also you'll need some charcoal to fuel the brewing cauldron. If you don't know how to get these, then I'll show you quickly how to do that. So firstly, for the clay vessel, you're going to need clay, which you can find all of these ingredients actually inside of the Whispering Swamp. So if I quickly find my clay, sorry, it's a bit of a mess, and my clay, and you're going to need a pottery wheel, and for this instance let's just make one clay vessel, and then you're going to need a kiln, and then in this kiln you're going to want to put in your unfired clay vessel, and that's just going to make one. So you need one per potion. Next, the other two ingredients you need are the bittercat mushrooms, and you're also going to need some haralander. Once again, these can all be found in the swamp if you wish to find them yourself. Just going to pop a enchant here because it's nighttime, so we're going to pop fire spirit just to see easier. Maybe I could have put my character to sleep. We're now being hunted. Of course we are. Let me just deal with these real quick. Okay, now they're out of the way. So right away, here on that map, on the Whispering Swamp, along the walls here, you can find some bittercat mushrooms, relatively easy to find. There is a cave I have in a previous video around this location here. Inside the caves, every time you pick up a mushroom, you actually get a stack of 5. So it's worth looking in the walls to see if there is a cave. And then right here you got haralander. There's also some meritil as well, but we only want the haralander. So we're just going to head back. One is enough. But obviously if you wanted more potions, then by all means go gather more yourself. So we're going to head back up to my brewing cauldron. So I've got the bittercat mushrooms, the haralander, and a clay vessel. But we need some charcoal. If you don't know how to get charcoal, back at the kiln, if you put any log in, it doesn't really matter if it's oak or ash, you cook that up, get 1 lump of charcoal, out it goes. Let me go back upstairs to my brewing cauldron, put the charcoal in, and that's going to make me 1 per, so you need 1 mushroom, 1 haralander, 1 clay vessel per potion. Would advise you make a few potions if you are going to go into this zone for quite a considerable amount of time. So I'm just going to go into, well, I've got a lodestone right here in the swamp. So in the bottom left hand corner you can see that poison bar is filling up. I actually have poison resistance food on at the moment, and you can see it's still filling up and it isn't making it immune to the poison damage. But if we use this weak anti-potion, there you go, it's completely gone and you can completely find all the poison in the area. So I hope that helps you out in having access to the Bloodblight Swamp. Take care.